Good day, everyone. Ali's here from Safi Financial Network. Today is February 14, 2023. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Okay, so we had CPI number came up just this morning, and number was kind of like pretty close to the expectation, just a bit high in some portion, and for the monthly it was lower, and it's just kind of like a very close to the expectation. So market just didn't surprise, but the thing is very important, and the verbiage is changing now. Is everyone is talking about interest rates and how much Fed is going to keep the rate as high as about 5%, just because uh, kind of like, as I said, verbiage is changing to, instead of Fed is not gonna cut in the short term, probably they're gonna just stay at the high rate for now, for a time being, and probably it's gonna be longer than everyone is expecting. So market is getting some kind of like concern about the rate, about the time that Federal Reserve is gonna keep the rate high as like about 4.5 to 5%. So now the verbiage has been changed, and I still thinking that market is going to have like consolidation choppy, and probably we will get closer to the months of March. We will have a sizable correction, and this correction can be somewhere around here, which is the first target would be 38 to 38.48, and then coming down probably to the next level, which is 35 to 36.60. That's going to be kind of like the decisive moment for the market months of March. However, I don't think we are going to see another higher high, and probably the high is intact for the February 2nd. And right now we are just digesting the next corrective move to the upside, and today was kind of like a doji formation for the S&P 500 and ended up just in negative territory. The only interesting thing was for today was kind of like a semiconductor. Semiconductor was strong, and that's why it just pushed the market higher. We will get to that one when we are getting to semiconductor analysis. But today, daily chart for S&P 500, a doji, very wild price action. If you move on to hourly chart, which is kind of like intraday action, and you will see the market is very volatile. Just yeah, let me change it to the hourly chart. So here's the hourly chart, and as you see here, market just went all the way up, then coming down, and then very wacky day. So if you wanna slice it and dice it anyway, it was very choppy day for bulls and bears. So I believe it was very hard time. So right now market is just the future market. Market is in after hours at 41.24, and I believe market couldn't kind of like losing its momentum, and when we are getting to the March period, we should see a sizable correction down the road. Moving on to Nasdaq. So here is the Nasdaq chart. Nasdaq was positive day today, so it was very negative middle of the day, especially after CPI number announced. But with all of it back up again and closed in positive territory. However, this is kind of like still in lower high. If you want to just see a trend line, kind of like this is a high, this is lower high, this is a lower high, forming like a bullish consolidation. But again, because all the other indexes are kind of like a week. So Nasdaq was just the leader of the market today, and probably we'll see just the momentum is shifting probably next 2-3 days. This week we will have option expiry for the months of January, so lots of institution gameplay happening. And when we see kind of like this pivotal point taking out, I should see or we should see a kind of like a larger correction down the road, coming back down to test this trend line, probably somewhere around 11,500, which is kind of like a 1,000 below the current level. The current level is 12,546 right now, and probably I'm just expecting market is finding the bottom, or Nasdaq find its bottom here around 11,000, which is kind of like coming along with this trend line and coming along with this pivotal point. However, if you see a deeper correction, we shouldn't be surprised just because Nasdaq is kind of like technology based, and if something is wrong with technology, we should see a deeper correction. However, I would say March period would be great buying opportunity for all the tech stocks. Right now, just sit tight, just to stay on the side, increase your cash allocation as I do, and we will get back to market pretty heavily when we get a correction, because 2023 would be a bullish year for the market in overall. Moving on to the hourly chart. So the hourly chart for Nasdaq is kind of like the same S&P 500 price action. It was very wacky up and down, and right now it's just 12,544. And if we see this pivotal point is getting cleaned, then we should see these levels are coming into our plate. But right now, just again, stay on the side. If you want to take a short position, and make sure that just put a stop loss tight around like this area or this area above this pivotal points, as we did, and we got into short position again. Full disclosure for everyone, we got into short position for Nasdaq, very small portion, just because I believe Nasdaq has been topped and market has been topped as well. So we should see kind of like another sizable downside move is happening probably somewhere around here, which is kind of like a 5 to 600 downside. Moving on to Dow Jones. Here is the Dow Jones. Let me just go to the daily chart. Here's the daily chart Dow Jones. And Dow Jones shows weak price action today. We just got that red bar or negative, coming back again to this triangle, which is not good sign at all for the Dow Jones. Again, we are still in this consolidation period, and Dow Jones is kind of like a poising for either way to the downside or upside. If it goes to here, that would be great buying opportunity. If it doesn't, if it goes to the upside, we shouldn't be surprised. As I said, Dow Jones is the best performer and would be the best performer in 2023. I believe still we are in inflationary situation. Inflation still is high, and as it shows in CPI number, seems like the speed of coming down is getting like a decreased, and we should see inflation is going to stay here for a while, and that's why Federal Reserve is going to just keep pause for a long time, just because they don't know how far or how long inflation is going to be in our table for I don't know, 1 year or 2 years. Moving on to hourly chart. So the hourly chart, we had a nominal high but coming down sharply. If you remember yesterday video, I told you if you want to trade, it's going to be very tricky, because every single of this pivotal point can be a stop hunting, and it is kind of like a wild price action. Look at that. So when it goes there, so it's just the stop hunt all the people who are putting their stop loss above this pivotal point. So again, I'm not into this. I have my level. It is very below. It's kind of like a far below this level. So I stay on the side and waiting for the pattern. Again, you don't need to be into position every single day. You just need to be patient, and cash is going to be a position as well by itself. So don't overload yourself if you see market volatility. So don't overload yourself, because you're going to see a good price action, a good pattern, a good level to buy or short the market. Moving on to VIX and some different sectors. Starting with VIX. VIX had a very bloody day today. So 7% down, $1.43 down, and VIX is sitting at 18.9791, and we were not surprised, just because I told you we had a breakout. We didn't have a confirmation, so probably we are going to backtest this trend line, and sure enough we did today, and probably we are going to see a basing formation, and I believe we are at the beginning of the basing formation for a very nice move to the upside for $30 VIX, and this is going to be a nice parabolic move to the upside. So when dollar is getting strong, market is coming down, VIX is gonna spike to the upside. So wait for that moment. And probably again, today was February 14, so next week is going to be the third week of the February, and we are getting close to the March period. March is going to be ugly and kind of volatile for the stock market. The next one is Dixie. Dollar index had a very nice kind of like a doji day. So it's kind of like a consolidation. As you see here, dollar didn't react at all to a CPI. Yeah, it was like a doji to the upside, but look at that. So this formation is kind of very bullish. Let it do its things. Dollar is getting ready for another pop to 106, 107. So that area could be a nice target for the dollar for at least short term. In technology, we had a very volatile day. So Apple had a green bar, but it was negative. So that's pretty interesting. Apple gives us another lower high, and I believe this consolidation is going to fail. And probably next week or so, we are getting back or kind of roll over, and we are ultimately getting back to this level 135 to 137. That's going to be the first level. If it goes down below to the ultimate buying opportunity, that's going to be fantastic area. I'm not sure if we get there, but first of all, this level could be a first buying opportunity, and we will take that one. Amazon, just a positive day, doji bar. It's kind of like a 16 cents to the upside. Amazon is forming the bearish consolidation, so it's just abandoned baby here coming down, bearish consolidation for another downside move. Amazon is coming back down, I believe, to the lower low, and it's going to take out this pivotal point at least to $78, 70 to $78. That's going to be a good buying opportunity for Amazon. The next is Meta. Meta had a positive day again, doji bar. Nothing has been changed. Meta is forming another like this is a and this is a B consolidation corrective move to the upside, and the C is coming to 160. So 147 to 160 is going to be a good buying opportunity for Meta, and keep an eye on that. We are not buyer yet. We will be, but not yet. Microsoft hold up pretty well, but a doji. Look at that, the candle. So doji on the top again. These stocks are forming kind of like a rolling top or round top. And this wide range bar, it was a very ugly sell-off. We just had a bounce, and probably this is the end of the rally, and we will see another sell-off is coming in next 2-3 days. This option expiration is going to be huge for the month of February, so sit tight. Google, the next one, is forming bearish consolidation here. So Google had a very down day, but it came off the low. So this is kind of like a bearish consolidation. If it consolidates here, we are going to see another lower low, probably just a triple bottom here, somewhere around 80 to 83. We will be buyer on that one, but not now. And Netflix, another kind of like the same price action. We had a very nice downtick and coming back up, and probably Netflix is getting ready for another sell-off. The sell-off is coming. The first level is going to be 300, 310, but ultimately I'm looking for Netflix somewhere around here, so we will see how it goes. Tesla had a very positive day. Look at the candle to the upside. To be honest, it was kind of surprising, and it was kind of one of those option expiry action. So Tesla is coming back up, and if it goes higher, then we should see Tesla at 220 or 230. So it's coming back to this pivotal point. Again, a very good price action today. So Tesla 7% up. We take it as a granted, but market is in volatile price action. So make sure that even if you position yourself, even if you want to short the Tesla, wait for a pattern. Probably the next higher high would be selling opportunity. I'm not buying Tesla at all, so I'm wait for Tesla to get to this area, 147, 146. So that's going to be the first buying opportunity for Tesla. Tesla had a huge move since beginning of this year. So the only reason Nasdaq was strong because of this sector, semiconductor. SMH had a very marvelous move to the upside, 2.15% up, 5.337, gain for S&P for SMH. SOXX Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, the same price action. You see the same price action is getting back to this supply area, $431 sitting, and right now it's everything is good, but this is kind of like a lower high. So this is the high, this is a lower high, this is a lower high, probably just the option X. Um, option X game playing, I don't know, but it was a very, very good price action for semiconductor in overall. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, very, very strong to the upside, $1.85 nominal high after this consolidation, but came off the top and coming back down to $97.96. So Taiwan Semiconductor is the good one. Michael Berry got into this while ago and still he holds it. So probably next video I'm gonna just give you about some super investors portfolio: Warren Buffett, Michael Berry, Bill Gates, and so on. So make sure watch that video as well. AMD. So the next one is very, very strong, 3.39% to the upside. I believe this is kind of like, again, option X playing. Nothing has been changed in the bigger picture. AMD was a strong among the other semiconductor stocks. NVDA was a rocket start today, 5% to the upside. Look at that. So 229. This is stock, to be honest, is long in the tooth. Look at that. So even in more than this one. So it's kind of like if it comes back down, it's going to be sharp, something like this. So I'm waiting for that one. NVIDIA is going to give us opportunity. So look at the drop after a surge. So if it comes down, it's going to come down very, very sharply, and we will get back to that one. Texas Instrument is the next. Doji kind of negative territory here. Texas Instrument was not as strong. So we will take this one. If it forms the bearish consolidation, probably it's going to forming kind of like a head and shoulder here. So this head and shoulder triggers this trend line. So we are going to see Texas Instrument somewhere around 160 to 165 or so. Lam Research is the next one, or last one, I should say. A nice price action, $5.92 to the upside, still in this bullish consolidation. However, if it rolls over, Lam Research is going to test this area, so 460. And also, even if it comes below this trend line, it's going to test this area, which is 380 to $400. That's going to be the area for Lam Research. Okay. I think I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye bye.